with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with the pay. Say what you gon' do? Stop playing with the pay. Nah. If you gon' do it, then don't play with the pay. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you ain't built like that.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out, the MVP of Super Bowl 52, Nick Foles.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. They'll roll him out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Number 32, David.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's going to take off with it, and he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now Foles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
David Montgomery.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle man.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And a Packer.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yard loss on the play.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On third down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10 at the 20. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Foles. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Number 89.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle by Jalen Johnson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Rodgers' pass thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Rodgers, flush to his right. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 14. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
The numbers for Adams in last week's game. He took out some anger, some apparent anger against that defense. The yards just kept going up and up and up.
Yeah, he was just running up and down the field doing whatever he wanted. By the end of the game, he was seeing 2, sometimes 3 defenders on every snap. Yet he was still making play after play. It was like he was running routes versus air in practice.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Aaron Jones on the carry.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Foles caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Foles. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A very quick pass to Ridley. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
At the 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Rodgers again now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He'll buy some time right. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On the move to him, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And a Packer first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Foles. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Jason Sanders on.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll go again to Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down, Rodgers under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger.
Rodgers.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And that will be incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And Adams has it complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. taken at about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 7. Foles. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. Here's Foles. That's caught by Montgomery. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Tackled by Jalen Johnson. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Packers.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside.
Rodgers pass.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brings up
that first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Gets past him at the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
The ball carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
On 2nd and goal. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on. Attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late.
A 22-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score.
This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
7 yards, the pickup there. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Foles. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. And he finds Montgomery complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
Brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And this one complete on the slant route. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. I'm willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
10-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Big hold of the 30. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Rodgers now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
29-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First and
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Foles. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Zadarius Smith on the stop. 8 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw taken in by Hamilton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Open man here is Hamilton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. His throw incomplete. David Montgomery, the target, out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
13. 24 is the mic. 3 bud.
They'll look to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Told you to do that.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Green Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.